The protesters want the Prime Minister to dismiss the now ruling transitional government.
We want this government to be dissolved and appoint a new government with technocrats to lead the country during the transitional period. We want a real change.
The demonstrations morphed into a sit-in around the presidential palace.
Our main demand in this sit-in is to take down Hamdok's government as it failed in securing good living for people. It failed in providing security or proper health and education. We want a new government to fulfill our demands.
Some political analysts say these rallies have worsened the political crisis.
The rallies that are supporting the military and the ones supporting the civilians are complicating the scene in a country that suffers a fragile transition. The solution is to discuss more and to raise the voice of wisdom between the rulers.
A constitutional draft was signed between the generals and the civilian leaders in August 2019, after the military toppled the longtime President Omar al-Bashir. The draft calls for elections in 2022, but when rebel groups signed a peace agreement with the new government, that agreement called for extending the transitional period. The Prime Minister says elections will be held in 2 years. But protesters say they don't want to wait that long for change to take place.
While the protesting groups here want the military to take over power, other pro-democracy groups demand the generals adhere to the power-sharing draft and hand over to a civilian rule.